We got the countdown going. Looks like our match is going to be starting. Good luck to both Xeroplanes and Becksyboy. We'll see if they're going to play Cuphead. They're going to play Mugman. This could be key to their victory here.
We got double Cuphead?
Double Cuphead. I respect it. They're both going, almost definitely Lobber. Because everyone wants to use the straw on Cuphead's head to line up an EX, perhaps. We'll see if they go for all that madness. Getting some nice kettles. Zero with a 10.46 coming out of Grandpa Kettle.
Has anyone hit a sub 10 yet?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
In a race? I don't know about in the tournament. I'm not sure on that. I don't think so, but... Going into Follies, this is the one run and gun we unfortunately have to do, even in the all bosses category. They're both going to be collecting some coins so they can buy some very powerful weapons that in the long run are going to save a lot of time.
And throughout the other category, or sorry, the other version, they save even more time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
There's quite a debate going into 1.2 whether or not Lobber would still be worth it. But it seems like it is, but it's close.
Yeah, Xeroplanes and Bexy both having, we'll see, I don't want to curse them. Okay, both having solid Follies there.
Yeah, from Zero.
As it turns out, we thought that, very good time. We thought that the Lobber EXs getting the glitch patched out where they can deal double damage would maybe ruin Lobber, but as it turns out, just the Lobber traps and stuff are so powerful that Lobber spreads still come out on top, just by a little bit.
Yeah, getting the instant burst of damage from transition to transition is just very nice.
Both of them getting shop skip there, I believe, and a nice menu. Xeroplanes, along with me, a big fan of Root Pack. Little known fact, me and Xeroplanes have played a ton of co-op of this game together, and for some reason we spent hours grinding out co-op ILs of Root Pack. So we both have a deep love and appreciation for this mod.
Yeah, I've seen some of those vids. They're pretty crazy.
Both of them opting to kill the onion. I like it. It's if you go for some crazy pixel perfect Lobber EXs that are able to hit both the ground and the boss, which causes a double damage effect even in 1.2, it actually can be faster than going for even a very good secret phase.
And then, of course, you don't have to deal with the radish.
Yeah, the radish is terrible. Like, I did not like doing the secret phase personally. It's just seemed...
I don't know if I've ever done it once. It's just no point for me.
Yeah. That is, the secret phases, 3 secret phases were added in this patch 1.2. We'll see if we see any of them. Some of them might go for the Jimmy one.
Ooh, does Zero know the 1 cycle?
We're about to find out.
He's stopping, okay.
Okay, he's going to go for a 2 cycle. We'll see if Bexy...
Ooh, he's got to be a little careful here not to super skip. Okay, yeah, he's just avoiding a bunch of damage.
Okay, so they're both opting for just a nice, safe, regular 2 cycle. I definitely respect that. The double damage boost strat, which, you do have to take 2 damage boosts, use a bunch of EXs. It's very specific to get a 1 cycle there on the punches first. It does save quite a lot of time, about 8 seconds, but it is very risky because then you go into the slot machine phase with 1 HP, which is terrifying.
Yeah. Zero, unfortunately, getting a spread EX. Those are not great if you're not getting all the pellets into the boss's hitbox.
Yeah, I think that he might have had a 1 cycle there. His DPS looked very clean. He would have had it if it wasn't for that spread EX.
Oh, Bexy gets it.
Getting the 1 cycle. Actually catching him up here. Yeah, absolutely catching him up here, even after the, little slightly slower times in Kettle and Follies and Root Pack, so...
Yeah, that's a tight window to get that 1 cycle. And he didn't even go for a damage boost spread EX at the end. So big ups to Bexy for getting...
Yeah, that requires some very clean Caliva swaps, which Caliva swaps, for people that don't know, is when you're shooting your weapon, normally when you use the EX, which is like a stronger move that uses up the cards in the bottom left corner of the screen. Normally when you use an EX there, you stop shooting. But if you press weapon swap at any point, it allows you to continue shooting. So runners are using this all over the place to optimize their DPS. And how well you time them depends on how much damage you get out of it. And the one cycle slots that they got on Ribby there is absolutely crucial to have excellently timed swaps. Both runners just destroying Goopy. Great stuff. 35 and 36.
Wow, this is a close one.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, we got a scary boss here with Hilda.
Yep.
I'm not sure. Actually, I don't know if Zero takes both damage boosts. I think he said in races he usually opts to only do one. But we'll see if he's changed his mind on that.
I could definitely respect that because while it does save a few extra seconds to go for that second damage boost, it does put you down to 1 HP at a pretty scary boss. And
yeah,
I mean, look at how many people have died on this boss through the races so far.
Oh yeah.
So we'll see what he ends up going for though. Yeah, he does opt out of it there.
Okay. Yeah, I think it's better to skip this one and do the second if you're going to do one.
Yeah, absolutely.
This bull is nice.
Yeah, and if you accidentally get hit now, you could just opt out of both of them, you know? So to preserve that 2 HP going into the later phases. Bexy, though, going for both.
Ooh.
We'll see if this actually ends up
he gets Gemini too. That's always nice to see.
Yeah, unfortunately, Xeroplanes getting Sagittarius, which is a little bit more challenging to handle well.
Both runners getting tornadoes too.
Yeah.
But I'm not sure if they would have had good enough damage to skip the second Ha.
Yeah, exactly. We like to call those trollnadoes because they are very trolly. They lose you time. It's completely random.
Although they do set you up for a nice 3-tick EX, which if you're bad at the EXs like I am, 3-tick is welcome. Oh no.
Bexy taking a death. So Xeroplane's safety strats actually paying off for him there. Was able just to feel nice and comfy with that 2 HP on the last phase. Unfortunately, Bexy barely getting clipped there at the very last phase.
Yeah, that's where playing a little riskier can hurt you.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's a very awesome thing, an interesting thing about this game, especially as a race game, is there's so many risky strats everywhere that if you saves a second, saves 2 seconds, saves 3 seconds, but all can kill you and lose a minute, so it's very interesting which ones runners opt to go for and which places they decide to take it safe.
Zero actually did something interesting there when he got a top extendy boy and he stood in the hitbox and went for a spready.
Yeah, that's a very cool strat. I think the brief time that SBD Wolf ran Labra Spread, he was doing that. So,
okay, yeah. I like to do a damage boost at the end if I have the HP, and I don't know the timing with 2 HP, so I definitely prefer to keep my 3.
Yeah,
but if you're not going for the damage boost, it can definitely be good to go for that spready X for sure, to try and guarantee a 2 cycle and not get late seeds.
Absolutely. A Becksyboy finishing up, getting through Hilda there. Always a relief to get past that boss at a race. And Xeroplanes heading in now to Aisle 2. The very random boss coming up. Bon. 5 mini bosses can come out of those gates, come out of the castle, and you only end up seeing 3 of them. And it's in random order. It's random which ones get picked. And you just have to react and try to make the best of the situation.
And seeds for Bexy. Good Cagney patterns don't exist.
They really don't.
Oh, that's an extendy boy.
We'll see, though. He could still get another... Yep.
Oh, man. That's rough.
Yeah, seeds, 1 extendy boy. You can get seeds again. Very unfortunate.
Oh, nice. Zero actually cleans up the waffle before... Oh, no, we got Jelly Bean.
Oh, the Jelly Bean.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he's going to play this safe. Oh, he gets a nice safe boss, though. If you get Cupcake there with 1 HP, that's a scary one.
is you'll probably pull out the gun now. Oh no!
Oh,
The jelly bean might come out too. Okay, he's good.
okay. Whew. Yeah, Baroness can be stressful, or she can be completely free. It's a coin flip with her.
We'll see if she throws the head early, which she kind of does.
Oh, he still gets her.
Xeroplanes clutching it out. Oh my god, that was terrifying.
Even after all of the mini bosses, she can still mess you up with RNG if she throws her head too early. Scary fight for sure.
Absolutely. One interesting little thing there that some people don't know is that the when she pulls out the gun, you looks like you can damage her, but it doesn't actually hurt her until she puts the gun away. But an interesting thing is that hitbox stays. So when you're like using spread shot on her, you're actually getting double your cards because it's technically hitting the like the gun version of her and the real version that you can actually damage. So neat little tidbit of information there. Becksyboy now in Bon Bon, and Xeroplanes going into Wally. Should be a terrifying boss.
Yeah, Bexy had the cupcake first, so he was able to go for that cool setup where you stand on the platform and just track the cupcake as it goes around you.
Yeah, that's awesome.
That's always fun to see.
Very fast too.
Yeah, for sure.
Handling this jawbreaker very well. Xeroplanes sitting. Oh, okay.
Ooh, nice phase too.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, you can tell you have good damage when you get the transition before the feathered attack stops.
Xeroplanes opting for the nuke strat. It's a little bit safer. It's very fast. The only unfortunate thing about it is you go into the last phase with not many cards, which the bullet EXs here are absolutely incredible. Xeroplanes playing super safe here. Even with 3 HP, he decides to kind of head up to the top part of the screen. I definitely respect that. Unfortunately, taking a couple hits, though, gonna make this pretty scary, but he finishes him off. And Bexy getting through Bon Bon there, nice and clean. Yeah, Wally can be so scary. I respect him taking some safety strats there.
Oh, yeah. Sure. Seeing Wally go to the left, your heart just kind of sinks a little bit.
Hopefully Becksyboy can get a good fight too. Thankfully, Xeroplanes is now going into Jimmy, which is kind of like your one breather in Aisle 2. It's the one boss that's not that hard.
Yeah, Jimmy is the closest thing this game has to an auto-scroller, and not only because of the pillar's face, just the whole fight in general.
Yeah. Like, there's lots of interesting little ways to optimize your damage and all that kind of stuff, but as far as, like, taking a death, it's generally pretty unlikely.
Yeah. Ooh, Bexy actually getting a little bit of a top transition, but he's still able to get decent damage and clean the phase up pretty quickly. Wally can have his head completely off screen, and you just can't do any damage. And at that point, it's like, well, should I restart?
Bexy opting from the more difficult mini bomb EX strat there instead of the nuke, doing a pretty good job of it. It's very challenging, and Bexy is playing it bold. He should go up.
Oh no!
Oh yeah, he's staying the whole way, man. That's
what a Chad. Oh. Nice, good stuff from Bexy.
Oh
wow.
Man. Yeah, really, really terrifying to stay in that corner. Usually when the heart spits out, you have that HP, you can just kind of damage boost up through and follow the heart. But he decided to stay down there to try to get more bullet EXs off when the heart came back down. It worked out very well for him.
Puppet. See? No jank hitboxes from Wally for either runners. That's nice.
Yeah, thank goodness. In version 1.2, unfortunately, there's just some jank that can happen on Wally where it looks like you just get hit by absolutely nothing. And of course, you could see Xeroplanes finishing off Jimmy, making quick work of them with 3 HP left. This is one of the bosses you'll see runners even get A+, fairly common if they go for parries.
Oh, actually, he didn't get any.
Yeah, he went parryless.
Yeah, you missed the 2 on the puppet, and then I'm not sure if you got any in the first phase. Sometimes you just don't get a parry.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate.
But the nice thing about getting no parries is at least you get a faster scoreboard there. Almost saves a full second, so this will help his time through Beppy here.
Yeah, that can lead to some misleading gold splits at some time if you don't get a parry on the previous boss.
Absolutely, and we'll see if Bexy opts for the secret phase here or not. And also which donkey. You can get a green or brown donkey here. We'll see if... and it could go on the left or right side. We'll see what Xeroplanes gets here.
See. Oh,
Left side, but it's green.
not the worst.
Yeah, the nice thing about the green one is he just stays there for like ever.
Yeah.
So you have you have all the time in the world to kill him before he leaves, which makes sure that you get a nice time there.
You can do some very cool damage boost EXs on the other one, and clean that up before he leaves the screen. But it's pretty tight.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then
go ahead.
If it's on the left, then you can't.
Yeah,
you gotta be real quick there.
You're kind of just screwed at that point. Becksyboy getting through Jimmy there, and you can see Xeroplanes going into that last phase, setting up those lobber traps. Like I was saying earlier, just getting a bunch of lobbers bouncing as like the next phase of a boss comes in or whatever. They kind of just like come into this, to this huge trap of lobbers, taking a ton of damage as soon as they enter the screen, which is really one of the key points of what makes lobbers so strong.
Yeah, that's something that kind of flies under the radar in 1.1, because you think, oh, the double damage EXs. Or at least when the route was first switching the lobber, you think, oh, double damage EXs, but
yeah,
you're getting a massive chunk of damage off of the boss as soon as they spawn in, so that's another huge...
Yeah, absolutely. And another great thing about lobber is Grim.
Just Grim, yep.
Yeah, just Grim. Even casually, I highly recommend this weapon. It is so good, especially for phase 2. Absolutely amazing weapon for this boss. It's almost like this weapon was made for Grim.
Yeah, it really seems that way. Oh, Becksy getting a right green. That's not for him. Now, I wonder if we see any damage boost from Zero.
I think he'll opt to play it safe, personally, based off what he's been going for so far. Oh, proud of him, hitting that hitbox, that jank hitbox on the transition. If you ever watch this boss in the hitbox mod, which lets you see, where you can actually hit bosses, it's very interesting to see this fight.
It cleans up Grim nice.
Yeah, in Becksy, just one boss behind because of that one death, or else they would be practically synced right now. So only one death from Zero, and I think Becksy will be right there with him again.
Oh, yeah. For sure.
Hopefully Becksy has a good Grim fight. It's usually a pretty consistent fight with Lobber, but it can get tricky.
Yeah, I feel like we've seen the gap widen a little bit more for Zero, which just goes to show the experience that he has as a runner. Like, he's just got a little bit cleaner on each fight than Becksy, so he's just pulling a little bit further ahead after every boss.
Yeah, absolutely. He is going now into Honey Bottoms, which I refer to as the gatekeeper of Aisle 3. She is who decides if your run gets to live or die. And because it is a very difficult boss, these platforms are randomized. As you can see, there's some missing there already. She has 3 different attacks you can get. Some are very difficult to manage. And try to
One
get
in particular. Ooh, nice.
Oh, he's getting the... We'll actually see if he gets a 2-cycle here. This is the easiest pattern to get a 2-cycle on. Is triangles first, but it still can be pretty tricky. Meanwhile, we got Becksy on the last phase of Grim, always terrifying.
No doubt.
Oh, going down to 1 HP with still a bit of the phase left.
Yeah, you actually want to see the flame because the fireballs suck.
Oh, no, he's got it.
Oh, and a nice 2-cycle for Zero.
Yeah, very well done. Very well done from both players. So tense there on both screens.
47, nicely done.
Yeah, getting a 2-cycle on Honey Bottoms is the dream. It's absolutely what you want. And he got the quick kill on the police bee.
Yeah.
So, very well done. One thing about that police bee, the oi, oi, oi guy, is that if he turns around to the right and then you kill him, he literally goes across the entire screen. You just sit there watching him slowly.
Yeah, you get a... Similar to the Walk of Shame in Tower of Time, you get the Fly of Shame, where he just leaves from one side of the screen to the other, and you're just sad the entire time.
Xeroplanes going for the old school strat here, I believe. Yeah, he's going all mini bombs in phase 1, even for the top piece, and he's making sure to kill the chest slow enough that the second parryable comes out, which means that he will have a nuke for this transition, making this second phase very quick. This is what everyone used to do, even at the highest level. It's still a
there's some
very
really
good
cool
strat.
damage boost strats now.
Yeah. Much riskier, but
Yes.
a little faster.
Especially if you take a hit early in phase 1.
Oh, Bexy also getting triangles first, it looks like.
See if you can get a 2-cycle.
Yeah, fortunately, he had a difficult time getting around the triangles there, so...
Oh, he's getting platformed.
Oh, he's
going to the
up the middle.
Ooh, he's getting the platforms in the middle, too.
Really shows Bexy's been practicing. Oh, he's getting such good DPS. He's going to get it for 100%.
He should clean this up here.
Oh,
not quite.
He actually had amazing DPS in that phase. I think it was the triangles, having to dodge them.
Yeah, dodging triangles and the bad early platforms.
But it's scary and difficult. Not a lot of runners are prepared to handle that middle platform there. It's pretty scary.
Yeah, that can actually allow you to only have one attack if you get the middle first, and then you can kill her on the book transition phase, but it's pretty tight.
Yeah, and then Xeroplanes on the other side was dealt with the bullet hell of Dr. Cal's last phase very well, which that's honestly, in my opinion, one of the scariest bosses in the run. Especially with the damage boost strats we were talking about, but...
Yeah, being at 2 health in that last phase is not...
Yep. It's scary. Oh yeah, I think Xeroplanes goes for kind of an interesting strat here. Okay. I thought he might do the where you fire a Lobber EX up and it kind of lands right as she becomes vulnerable. Oh, he is getting the double damage Lobber EXs on the umbrella. Very good. Yeah, for whatever reason. Go ahead.
He's gonna have to dodge this gopher. Yeah, those things can be really annoying, really pesky.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Taking a double damage boost.
Holy smokes.
Going really aggressive on this. Let's hope he kills this phase before dealing with the umbrella, and he does. Excellent
nice
Sally fight.
Wow.
Yeah, for whatever reason, on phase 2, when Sally pulls out her umbrella, you can actually damage the umbrella, and it hurts the boss. And so Lobber EX, the big explosion, hits both Sally and the umbrella, equaling out to double damage. Xeroplanes making use of that and having a very clean fight.
Yeah, it's one of the few fights that is actually pretty close to 1.1 in time comparisons, just because you can get almost the same amount of double damage lobbers, and if you can't, you can go for a damage boost spread EX to try and make up for that. So the timing, I want to say, is about a second or two apart between 1.1 and 1.2.
Yeah, for sure. That fight's come a long way. It used to be much slower, especially before we knew about the umbrella thing.
Oh, Zero getting an unfortunate pattern with the cannon first into the catapult.
Yeah, you hate to see it happen. Thankfully, it only loses a couple seconds, but it's still kind of always sad.
Yeah, it's tricky to deal with for sure.
Oh,
because you want to keep up damage, but you want to dodge.
I actually noticed he timed that Lobber EX to try to get a double damage Lobber EX on the hitbox swap.
I forgot about that one.
Yeah, he actually went for it, which is really cool. How Cuphead works is a lot of bosses, it has a phase preloaded off screen, and when the phase transitions, it seamlessly teleports that preloaded, like, worm in phase 2, like preloads it over. And since Lobber EX's explosion has some lingering damage, like, the explosion lasts a little while, it can actually hit Wally's phase 1, and right as the transition comes in, it hits Wally's phase 2 also and gets you double damage. Zero actually timing it. I'm almost positive he was going for it there because the timing looked flawless.
Hit Wally's phase 1 there?
What is it?
You said Wally.
Oh, Worman, yeah. The W boss.
Yeah. Ooh, let's see how Briny is to Zero here.
Yeah.
Oh, nice dodge. Okay, only one bonk, not bad at all.
Yeah. Oh, another
gun though.
It's a 4-shot gun, which does buy him a little bit more time. He could still maybe get a 3-cycle. He's playing it really aggressive.
The barrel.
Yeah, the barrel's going to be a problem.
We don't want to see Water Doggos. Oh, no.
Oh, no. Zero's got to be panicking. Oh.
He got a trolley dog pattern, too. Oh, my goodness.
That is the last pattern you want to see in a race, is the double gun into dogs. Absolutely horrible pattern.
Well, he's got 3 HP this time. Oh, another gun though.
Oh man.
Okay, 2 shots, so he may end up with a 4 cycle here. That's better than dying. Oh, and
Yeah, dogs again. We'll see if he can get a 3 cycle. One thing about dogs that lasts a long time, and he is playing really aggressive. Oh, I bet it was close.
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There's the cycle just triggered, so he can play it safe now.
Yeah, you can get a little more damage on this transition. You're not actually damaging, but you still build cards.
Yeah, absolutely. Thankfully, you could tell when he's going to transition, because if the ship is about to spit out like a cannonball and then it just stops suddenly, that means that the game just registered you as doing enough damage to start the last phase as soon as Bryony's finishing up his attack.
Yeah, unfortunately, though, you have to wait out the attack, unless you get the squid, which you can kill the squid.
Mm-hmm. Now, that death wasn't as costly as Bexy's earlier in terms of time, but it is, you can see, like, they're in the same spot on the map now. Just basically one boss behind here.
Let's see how Bexy opts to play this first gun. Going a little safe.
I respect that.
For sure, yeah. You kind of have to spend a couple of hours grinding out that first gun to learn the pattern. Like, it's just something you have to do. If you really want to get it down and just sit in Bryony's face.
Yep. Yeah, it's very
Zero going for parries.
I like it.
Yeah, I think if you get the pufferfish first, you can just go nuts with parries.
Yeah, that's what I'm starting to think too. It's always a you know, you gotta try to figure out do you want to take the parries? Do you not want to take the parries? It could be pretty difficult.
He's gonna save cards for the second. Oh, or maybe he'll do a couple of EX.
Nice one cycle.
He's just gonna play it safe.
Nice one cycle on Bryony there by Bexy on the last phase.
Oh yeah, it's super nice to do that with Lobber, because you can just sit there, aim up right, use your reacts to stall your jump and get over the flame, and it just sets it up perfectly to get that one cycle.
Yeah, absolutely. It could be a little trickier with like spread shot, for example, but
yeah,
for some... get jump blocked.
Oh yeah, for some reason I didn't use Lobber for the longest time there, and then I did it one time because I thought it was hard, and then I did it one time and it was just I had like a card and a half, which is way less than I thought I needed to get the one cycle. And I was like, oh, this is so easy.
Yeah. And Xeroplanes having a great Calamaria fight. You can see, though, he's in the scoreboard of Calamaria, and Bexy's already a decent ways through the fight. So this is getting closer for sure. That death really is giving Becksyboy a chance to shine here. Yeah,
a death on Phantom, one of the or even worse, a misroll or a death on King Dice.
Oh man,
can potentially flip this race completely on its head.
Yeah, this boss is so hard. This boss is just brutal.
It's different levels of hard too, because as you start to optimize it, it becomes even harder for completely different.
Yep. And because the pumpkins are like always the same timing, it means that speeding up one phase can change how the next phase is dealt with. You can see like that pumpkin, the timing just moved the platform, and those things can really screw you up. And yeah, it's just a very complex fight. Xeroplanes getting a nice 2 cycle though. I definitely respect just going for the safe 2 cycle, nothing too crazy.
Yeah, I'm at the point where I've got like a nice, decent, guaranteed 2 cycle strat, and that's all I go for, because that 1 cycle, oh man.
You hate to see that that upwards lob react instead of getting the diagonal there. It's happened to all of us, and unfortunately it made that phase last a few seconds longer than he wanted it to. I have to say though, this is amazing. Both runners only taking 1 death and almost to the end of the game.
Yeah, if Bexy's death wasn't a later death, then this would be pretty much dead even, I feel.
Yeah.
Ooh, Zero's got some.
Oh. Okay.
Cool.
I was nervous because some things that can happen is you can get jump blocked, which is effectively when one of your jump inputs gets eaten, and you expect to jump, and so instead you just like bump into something or walk off the ledge or something silly like that. I was really nervous for Zero there to see something.
Or use an EX on the ground. That one hurts too. And miss a Phantom 1 cycle.
Absolutely.
Can't imagine that happening to someone.
Yeah, would never has happened in this tournament so
Whoa,
far.
Bexy just barely catching that 2 cycle.
Yeah, an unfortunate thing is in this version of the game, they for some reason when the skeleton goes back into the train, he just likes to stay in there for 2 seconds longer on this patch. So every cycle that you miss is 2 seconds more punishing than it is on any other patch.
Oh, I actually did not know that. That's an odd change. Bexy
Yeah.
getting an unfortunate nothing there too. And he was jump locked right there. He meant to hit the lightning twin with the EX there, but he was just stuck on the ground because he got jump locked.
Yep. Unfortunate. Xeroplanes going into King Dice, which has 9 mini bosses for you to kind of choose from. You have to do at least 3 of them to get all the way through. Xeroplanes starting with 3, which is definitely the best for the lobber weapon. You do not want to go up against the poker chips with lobber. It's just an awful weapon for that fight. And the first one is like the wine glasses or whatever, and it's just always terrible for every weapon. So,
yeah.
Yeah.
Not too bad to deal with casually, but you're not getting a lot of damage ever. So
yeah. Like even when the front glasses are dead, they can still like block bullets and stuff like that, and it's really obnoxious.
It's an all-around bad time.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't know if that was an intentional spread EX. Looked like he was trying to get in the hitbox. Whoa, nice dodge.
Playing it really close and aggressive. That was a great dominoes.
Yeah. Domino fight can be scary for sure. You get the double spikes that you have to EX over, but then he can also spit out, or they can also spit out a projectile right in your face, so...
Yep, Xeroplane's taking a 3-4-8 route here, looks like. And the dominoes there's definitely the hardest of those 3 mini bosses. But he did a very good job of it. Thankfully, the 8-ball is like, oh, that's sync. They're going into different bosses, but that was cool. Yeah, the 8-ball is like, you just aim up and shoot. And yeah, it's like
you sometimes have to move out.
Yeah. Compared to everything else you've been doing in this run, he's
exactly.
Cakewalk.
Although the yellow/orange, not sure exactly what color it is, that shot can kind of troll you because he lands exactly where you need to stand, but sometimes he can clean the fight up before he even rears his head.
Yeah, or he could jump over him and spread EX kind of over top of him, and the EX lets you hover a little bit. It's a little riskier, but...
Yeah, because there's often a shot coming at the exact same time, so... They're playing a little safe. Definitely respect that. Oh.
Yeah, I'm sure
it's kind of scary now.
Yep, missed one parry and you're dead, but he got up there. 1 HP, finishes the boss. He might get a 0 to 3 HP. I don't remember if he got an HP bonus. Oh, no, he didn't. Okay.
Unfortunately, no. Bexy with a nice domino, too. That's a tough fight.
It is. It really is. It's very scary.
Similar to Grim, where you're not really seeing the spikes that are coming. Same way that you're not seeing the clouds that are coming, so you kind of have to just react it with your EX to stall your jump. Yeah, definitely a tough one.
Yeah, and since you're using that spread shot, you're having to stay so close to her to optimize your damage, because it is a close range weapon.
Rolled a 1 there. Oh no, a spoder.
Xeroplane's getting the spider. You hate to see it happen. This attack loses a lot of time. It's effectively a 50-50 of whether you get it or not.
Yeah, he had a pretty bad one too. Didn't really hit. Didn't really land on a lot of his lobber traps.
Yeah, it's not so bad if it lands on all your traps. It's actually not that bad. But usually it does not cooperate that well.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I want to say it's close to a second of damage whenever it misses one of the traps. So it's like, oh man.
Yeah, unfortunately,
salt in the wound at that point.
It dodged so many lobber traps that he ended up also getting the snake. So he got both attacks there.
Yeah, snake lets you get a good amount of damage though, so he should have a bit of overlap here.
Bexy having all the HP in the world for this phase, so he's definitely going to clean this fight up. Xeroplanes moving into the last phase here.
Ooh.
Well,
yeah, see, he had a nice...
Yeah.
No, ooh, is he going for those doubles?
Oh, it looked like he was, and then he...
Yeah, he lost the positioning a little bit.
Yep. Okay, he's sitting at good HP, 2 HP. Last phase, actual last phase, and GG.
Nicely done. GG to Xeroplane.
Very good game from Xeroplanes. Man, both runners playing so solid this run. Like, I kept, thinking like, okay, just one death and one more death, and Bexy's going to catch up. But Xeroplanes staying so solid.
Let's see what Bexy gets. Boater time. Well, not a bad opening.
Yeah, we'll see if he ends up getting the snake or the spider. Oh man, I hate.
Yeah, these ones. I don't mind these as much as the circle fires.
The one with the good pattern actually.
Nice.
Yeah, I think he should skip the spider here.
I'd imagine this would be a transition. Maybe another clap.
Maybe one more clap,
yeah,
and then transition. Yeah.
That'll lead to a bit of damage overlap as well for Bexy. So his second phase should be wrapped up pretty quick.
If you're wondering why they are pausing here, it's a technique called the Geo Buffer, discovered by GeoGTM, and it basically allows you to use an EX. Normally, you're like scared by the devil, and you can't move or shoot. But if you can pause there, do an EX, and then it allows you to just move and shoot as normal, skipping that mini cutscene.
Yeah, you can actually do it without an EX, and you can shoot, but you're still stuck in that surprise animation. So it leads to a little bit of a weird-looking phase there.
And Bexy about to finish up with a 34-29. Good game to Bexy. Dude, that was so close, man.
Yeah, that was a good race throughout.
Because that's one of those races where you just take away that hill to death, and there, because that was like a minute 15 loss, probably a minute 20, because it was at the very end of the last phase.
That's a rough death for sure.
Great stuff though. That was like everything that I hoped it to be, that match.
Yeah, for sure. That was a nice one. That's getting me excited for some of these round 2 races.
Yeah,
that have a bit closer PBs.
It's gonna start getting very intense as this tournament goes on.
Oh, for sure. It's
welcome, Zero.
Hey, Zero.
Congrats on your victory.
Sorry, what was that?
I said congrats on your victory.
Thank you.
Yeah, nicely done.
Man, briny pattern though, am I right?
Oh. Wait, hang on. The briny patterns.
Yeah, terrible both times. Awful patterns.
I didn't even feel bad about that. I just saw it and I was like, this happens every now and then. And if I die, it's just reset in a PB. If it happens in a tournament, it's unfortunate, but let's just keep going.
Absolutely.
Hey, Bexy.
Welcome in, Bexy. GG, man.
GG, Bexy.
Oh, God. That Hilda there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was saying at the end of the race. I was like, you just take out that Hilda death, and this race would have been like spot on close, just because you guys were like practically synced before that.
I said to myself, after I finished the race, I looked at the stream and I said, I could have won that, but then I saw Xeroplanes' time, and that was dead on my PB, and I'm thinking, I've been trying to break that PB for like this entire week, so I couldn't even imagine that I would have beat him without the Hilda death, so...
Yeah, Xeroplanes pulling out his A game there for sure.
Yeah.
But I thought you did very well, even getting the 1 cycle slots, man. That was
you don't know how excited I was about that.
That was epic.
Yeah, no, like he didn't even go in for any damage boost spreads at the end, so like that was even more impressive.
I was more shocked that I didn't get the super skip on Rumor, because that was so close.
Oh, that was an unfortunate one.
Yeah.
It was like bad platforms at the beginning, but then your middle. I was super impressed that you just sat there in the middle.
Yeah, I think if them 3 things from the spread EX actually hit instead of missed, I think that would have been the super kill.
I think so. Yeah, it was very
extremely close to the 2 cycle there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Xeroplanes, how are you feeling about your run overall? Do you have any kind of thoughts on it?
I mean, the 2 things that were pretty bad were I didn't get the single cycle slots. I think I just missed an EX. I used a spread from far away.
We were talking about
You were so close to getting it too.
Yeah, and then obviously the briny death. There was kind of like a bit of sloppiness where I was just missing DPS, especially on aisle 3 for some reason. Like
Wait,
my
Briny,
the
yes.
Werner was
Wait, did you die on Briny?
yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that. It's even
He
more
got-
impressive.
He
Damn.
got double guns, dogs.
Oh god.
Double guns,
Yeah.
double dogs, and then double guns, dogs. the
Yeah, he
next
got it
time.
again.
Yeah, and then the first fight, you had the really trolly, super long delay on the second dog, and I think that was what caught you off guard, or it looked like it at least.
I thought that was the Deathless. I was thinking, damn. But yeah, that RNG is really hard to handle. That is some horrendous RNG from what I'm hearing. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. And one thing me and Waffles were commenting on when you guys were going into Hilda was Waffles was saying how Xeroplanes has been practicing for the race, going for only 1 damage boost, and we were saying, so many runners have died to Hilda this run that it's a pretty respectable decision to
Yeah.
go for.
I should have. I don't think I was gonna die on there, but I had like really weird RNG where the stars were really close together.
Yeah.
That's exactly
Very
why
much
I
so.
only take the 1 damage boost. Sometimes those stars and the UFOs line up just right, and it's like, well, there goes a minute.
Yeah.
Yep.
But I definitely also respect you, Becksyboy, taking those 2 damage boosts and giving it a shot.
Oh yeah.
Fortunately, it didn't pay off this time, but it
The thing
definitely
that catches me off guard in Hilda is whenever I'm going underneath a UFO, it's out of my mind once I'm past it. Like I just completely forget about it. So if I have to move back because of the star, then I back into the UFO. That's the one.
It's
that
such a
catches me.
natural reaction, isn't it?
Yeah, because it's like, okay, I dodged it. It's gone. Doesn't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And then the misery.
Mm.
Yeah, absolutely. Xeroplanes, moving forward into the tournament, is there any matches you're particularly looking forward to seeing, or players you're looking forward to seeing play, or maybe play against, anything like that?
I'm excited. I'm going to be playing against Jason next.
Oh,
That'll be interesting. That'll be fun. Don't have high expectations there, but it'll be fun. I know SBD Wolf and TMR are supposed to be coming up. I'm pretty excited to see TMR come back to the category.
I think that match might be tomorrow, even.
Oh,
Is
really?
it? Oh.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think they said they scheduled it.
I think they just scheduled it. Yeah.
Nice. Is there a time for that?
8 p.m. CEST. I don't know what that is in any of the NA times.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've done like lots of routing to see like who wins where, who's gonna lose where, how I can end up facing Fruity, how I can end up facing Grandius, zoning, all these different permutations. Like I want to play against all you guys, you know.
You're trying to farm an easy win off of me, I see.
Hey, you're seated above me, man.
I
get to be the
Did you see my
underdog.
race yesterday?
I did.
It happens to the best of us, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bexy, though, or well, did you have any more to say there, Zero? Or
No, that's it.
okay, Bexy, how about you, man? Is there some matches you're looking forward to? People you're wanting to fight? Maybe down in the Blue Dragon.
I'm excited for the SBD Wolf TMR race as well. To be honest, I know that like when you think of SBD Wolf and TMR, especially if you put them together, you'd think Legacy, but it's still an interesting race. So yeah.
Absolutely. And I think the winner of that will be fighting me next in the round
I think
after.
you're up against Kirthar.
Yeah.
Don't jump the
right.
don't jump the gun yet,
Yeah.
Grandius.
The winner between me and Kiradar will be fighting against the winner of Wolf and TMR. That's what it is. Oh man, I forgot. I actually forgot I had to fight Kiradar. I'm actually like Kiradar has been so good recently, so yeah, he definitely could pull out a win for sure.
You're just assuming Wolf's gonna beat me in round 2.
Well, we'll see, man. Like,
Fair assumption.
like I feel like anytime I think of SBD Wolf, he just wins everything, every game he plays.
Yeah, like he's crazy consistent. That's the scariest thing.
Yeah, absolutely.
I was just gonna say, me and Fruity Waffles have actually been talking about this. Now, if I win in the losers bracket in my next race, and if Fruity Waffles hypothetically loses to SBD Wolf, in the third round of losers bracket, well, I guess second round, because but yeah, I'll end up going against Fruity Waffles actually, which isn't the nicest task. But yeah,
if everything goes according to seeding.
I think round 3 or round 2 of losers, because there's one less because obviously no one starts in losers. But yeah.
Yeah, I hope you guys end up watching that race back, maybe to see how the others did and hear the commentary and whatnot, because it was a great race. I found it very entertaining to get to commentate.
Oh yeah, I'll definitely be looking over it, but I think I'll have to skip like Hilda or my cry story.
Yeah, we'll splice out the hill of death. We'll splice out those brownie patterns. It'll just be
There we go.
all sharp.
Thank you, Gorgeous. Just cut that entire minute out.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. It'll just be all sharks for Xeroplanes. Not even the first gun, just 3 sharks in a row.
Yeah, Kichi said she's sorry she killed you, Bexy.
Yeah. In Zunning's what do you call it? Split. That's her nickname. That's her name. That's his name for Hildaberg. It's Kaiju.
Ah,
So yeah, she cursed me. We're not friends anymore. Like,
Hey.
I'm kidding, but obviously. Oh god.
And I do have a question in chat for Xeroplanes here. What was going through your mind when you died on Briny?
There's just like, oh well, bad RNG. Like, don't beat yourself up. Like, if you got that pattern, like it is possible to survive that. Like, if you do the parries right, if you do like perfect dog dodges, but sometimes you just get unlucky with patterns, and it's really difficult. And I think it's forgivable to die there, and at least in my opinion. But that's the way the dice were rolled.
yeah, Bridie's one of the quicker deaths in IL3.
Yeah, it was a quick death. It was only like 30 seconds or so, so not a disaster.
I am wondering if we're going to see someone misroll the dice and get a monkey one time this tournament.
It's gonna be me. Gotta be me.
God.
Xeroplanes has a little known fact, but Xeroplanes has a monkey spreadsheet that reads the patterns of the cards.
I'm gonna need that because it's gonna be me.
There's 12. There's 12 specific patterns. If you know 4 cards, I think you can predict all the others. So you only have to memorize 4.
Oh, there
This
was
knowledge is
actually.
gonna help me.
I was just gonna say this. Just popped in my head. I've just thought I was gonna say this to Fruity. I did beat you on the jump locks. I jump locked on the root pack. So like, I'm just saying. First one.
I had 4 jump locks in Briny, and I missed the one cycle in Phantom Phase 2 because of the jump lock. So
Yeah. Okay. Fine. Maybe you beat us, but
I'm the jump lock king.
Oh god.
Yeah, it is going to be hard to compete with Waffles and who can get the most jump blocks. That's for sure.
Me and
Yeah,
my
I may not
flame
win the
perfect
race,
jump.
but I'll win the jump locks. Like.
Yeah, I'm definitely very much looking forward to the matches coming up. Like I said, I believe it's tomorrow for TMR versus SBD Wolf. And what'd you say? 8 p.m. CEST?
Yeah, which I think is the same time as the 11 PST, I believe.
Yeah, it looks like it. So, and that would be 2 p.m. on EST for the East Coast US people out there.
Is that tomorrow or Tuesday?
Let's see. Let's just double check here because I know it's in here somewhere. Any more closing thoughts, Xeroplanes?
Good luck to the rest of the runners. Thanks, Bexy, for playing. This was a lot of fun, and I look forward to playing all of you guys.
Yeah, exactly. They're exactly the same as Xeroplanes, really. Like, thanks for the race. It was really close. Would have been a lot closer if I didn't get Hilda. I'm sorry I broke the tension for everyone, but what are you gonna do? But yeah, thank you for the race, and I'm really excited for the next race. Hopefully, I'll be able to get at least one win in the tournament. So
yeah, I'd love to see that, man. And it does look like, yeah, tomorrow at the same time as it was today, it will be SPD versus the Mexican runner. So
yep.
we have that to look forward to for sure. Do you have any closing thoughts, Waffles, before we close this up?
No, I think I'm good.
All right. Well, thank you everyone so much for watching. We had a really good showing today from all the runners, from the Messenger and the Cuphead. It's a pleasure to get to commentate both games, and had an absolute blast. Appreciate all the viewers out there. Hopefully had a great time, as I know I did. And yeah, that'll be it. I guess we'll be heading out of here. Mr. Dino or Dino might be looking for a raid target, but otherwise, hope you all have a good one. See everybody.